Final verdict.
It was really well handled, and it's very important. You can't let things like that happen.
The alleged Trump assassin found guilty. President Trump addressing world leaders.
We are the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Speaking at the UN Assembly. Class of 2025, NASA style.
But together, we're going to make these dreams a reality.
Meet the new astronauts elected. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Julian Lascano.
And I'm Laura Iglesias. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A guilty verdict in West Palm Beach. A jury convicted the man accused of attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump last year.
Ryan Ruth was found guilty on all 5 charges in West Palm Beach yesterday, including an attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate. Prosecutors and defendants were mainly focused on Ruth's main intentions. During closing arguments, Ruth claimed that he had no intent of assassinating the president. President Trump expressed his appreciation of how the case was handled.
It was really well handled, and it's very important. You can't let things like that happen. Nothing to do with me, but a president or even a person. You can't allow that to happen.
Ruth faces the possibility of life in prison and will be sentenced on December 18th.
World leaders gather in New York City this week for the United Nations General Assembly. This was President Donald Trump's first time addressing the UN since his re-election. CNN's Julia Benbrook has more details.
This was President Donald Trump's first time addressing the United Nations General Assembly since he was re-elected. And while his dynamic with some of the other world leaders has evolved since his first 4 years in office, some things have stayed the same. He weaved in and out of his campaign-style rhetoric, and at a conference focused on international issues, he really leaned in to his America First agenda.
But today, just 8 months into my administration, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. And there is no other country even close.
The president aired grievances throughout the speech, saying that he believes the UN isn't doing enough.
What is the purpose of the United Nations? The UN has such tremendous potential. I've always said it. It has such tremendous potential. But it's not even coming close to living up to that potential.
Several ongoing conflicts loomed large over the conference, including Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine.
It's not making Russia look good. It's making them look bad. No matter what happens from here on out.
As attacks continue, Ukraine and its allies are focused on long-term security guarantees. Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. When it comes to the war in Gaza and the humanitarian crisis there, the Trump administration has become increasingly isolated on the issue. More than 150 countries around the world have now formally recognized a Palestinian state, with some of America's closest allies, including Canada, Australia, France, and the United Kingdom, joining that list in recent days. While those countries have argued that the move will isolate Hamas, Trump has said he believes it's counterproductive. At the UN, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air after nearly a week off. CNN's Amy Kiley reports.
Anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted.
Jimmy Kimmel Live is back after a nearly week-long suspension. Disney says it objected to the host's comments after Charlie Kirk's murder. Kimmel addresses that in his return monologue.
I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever.
Kimmel's also defending free speech with humor.
The guy in Germany offered me a job. Can you imagine? This country has become so authoritarian, the Germans are like, come here.
Some repeat audience members say this taping felt different.
There was a gravity, but also happiness of just being back.
Disney says it lifted the suspension after, quote, thoughtful conversations with Jimmy. Critics claim it originally caved to President Donald Trump. He says Kimmel's return on ABC, quote, puts the network in jeopardy. He adds, quote, we're going to test ABC out on this. Sinclair and Nexstar Media are continuing to preempt the show on their stations. The FCC chair applauds them for what he calls standing up to a national programmer. The preemptions are a financial hit for Disney. Some analysts say a boycott from Kimmel fans would have been worse.
Money was the impetus for the first decision and pulling Jimmy Kimmel off the air, and money is the impetus for returning him.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Former NFL running back Rudy Johnson has died at the age of 45 in Florida. The Miami Sheriff's Office said a preliminary investigation suggests Johnson's death was by suicide, not foul play. In his football career, Johnson started for the Auburn Tigers for one season. He received awards for Southeastern Conference Player of the Year. Auburn University, in a statement, called Johnson one of the best to ever wear the orange and blue.
After the deadly flooding that took 27 lives in Texas, Camp Mystic prepares to reopen its doors. Yesterday, the owners announced the plans to open a year after the deadly flooding. After new Texas legislature for camp safety, they will implement protocols like moving cabins away from dangerous floodplains. They are also planning to build a memorial in honor of the lives of those lost.
From cows to coastlines, one man is doing something big for charity. Meet Perry Kuznar. He will set off on a 3,000-mile bike ride from San Diego all the way to San Agustin. He's asking people to donate a penny a mile to benefit several local programs, including support groups for the homeless. Kuznar says that now is the best time for him to complete this desire.
And I was reading that during lunch at work. And at 4 in the afternoon, I realized I hadn't done any work because I was still reading his weblog, and I was so enthralled by this, I thought, I have got to do that someday, and that's always stuck with me. And I retired at the end of last year, and I thought, now's the time to do it.
Kuznar will start the journey on October 3rd.
NASA announced the 10 people selected for a pool of 8,000 applicants who will join the agency's astronaut corps. This is another step in NASA's race to return to the moon before attempting an unprecedented crew mission to Mars. Among the candidates are a former military, a geologist, and a mechanical, aerospace, and biomedical engineer.
With upcoming exploration missions, we are pushing the boundaries of human performance, and the lessons that we learn are going to help us to excel not just in space, but in areas of human health here on Earth.
The new class will join the 48 other members of the space agency's astronaut corps and become eligible for flight assignments.
A delay in the game did not stop the Marlins against the Philadelphia Phillies.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
Absolutely love the show. Number one, because my background is in acrobatics, so I felt right at home.
A poetic tribute to Miami includes acrobatics, dance, and live music. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
A one-night-only event combines Afro-Caribbean rhythms with a Latin American spirit. The name of the show is Soirée des Arts in the heart of Miami, and it played to a sold-out crowd in Miami last week.
Caplin's Paris Bender went to the show and filed this report Sunday evening.
Inside the Maritime Art Theater, every seat is filled and the audience is alive with anticipation. At the Soirée des Arts, you'll find art lovers and thrill seekers alike gathered under one roof.
Good evening. I'm reporting from Miami at the Manuel Art Time Theater, where they're lighting up the stage tonight with Soirée des Arts.
I'm here to see Milena Straczynski and her production of the Soirée des Arts here at the Manuel Artime Theater, an iconic theater here in Little Havana that I myself performed in when I was a child.
The show offers a variety of acts with something for everyone to enjoy. Many of these performers have showcased their talents across the globe.
Absolutely love the show. Number one, because my background is in acrobatics, so I felt right at home. The show, in my opinion, was amazing. The contortionist, the Chinese pole, the lady and the lyra, the actual dancing itself was pure excellence.
There's a room outside the theater to converse and take photos with performers.
But my favorite part was the girl who had the bun and she was like holding on from the ceiling. Yeah. It was really cool. She looked like a fairy.
I'm visiting from Atlanta, Georgia. It was an amazing show. It really gave me that feel, the vibe, the culture of Miami and everything that comes with it.
If you're interested in attending future Soirée des Arts events, follow the Les AES du Derrière Foundation to stay updated with all upcoming events.
That was Paris Bender reporting. You can learn more about the program at laddmiami.org.
After winning the game against the Rangers, the Marlins look to take over Philadelphia in the first game of their away series. Philly opened the score with a homer from Kylie Schwarber, followed by a fly ball by Otto Kemp to put Philly up by 3. But the Marlins didn't back down, hitting run after run to put Miami back on the board, and Xavier Edwards with a sacrifice fly to give Miami the game. The final score was Marlins 6, Phillies 5. The Marlins hope to continue the series with a win today against the Phillies at 6:45 p.m. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes.
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Pantotech in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We have breaking news from Texas. Sources say at least one person is dead and 2 injured at an ICE facility in Dallas.
The accused shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. There are multiple injuries and there is no word on the motive or the identity of the suspect. We'll have more on this tomorrow on caplinnews.fiu.edu.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Laura Iglesias.
And I'm Julian Lescano. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.